Hello, friends. Welcome. My name is Rose. If we haven't had the chance to practice together, thank you so much for being here. In today's practice, we'll be going a little bit into core work, working towards eight angle pose with a few opportunities for arm balances here and there. So, with that being said, we'll get started right away, lying on our backs, just releasing the shoulder blades down, releasing the legs, relaxing the hips. Palms of the hands are facing up towards the sky. Take a moment to arrive into your body, into your mind space, into your heart space. Just observing the breath here, inhales and exhales. Really feeling the touch of the space beneath you as you become more and more grounded into the present moment. Softly start bringing both hands onto your abdomen and start sending your inhales into your belly. So belly rises as you inhale and retracts as you exhale. Slowly. Inhale and exhale. Three more cycles like this. Inhale. Exhale, release. In breath. And out. Then once more, start taking the deepest breath that you've taken today. So deep inhale, going even further than you think you can. And then exhale it all out, really pushing the air out from the lungs. Start inviting some movement into the body, moving the fingertips, the toes, maybe reaching the arms up overhead, going for a full body stretch. And then start extending the legs up towards the sky, the arms up towards the sky, lengthening through the knees, engaging the lower core, and just moving out the wrists and the ankles here. Bringing some mobility into the joints, and then allowing new blood flow to the heart space into the brain, into the other direction with your circles. And then slowly come back through neutral. Bring the right knee into the chest, interlacing fingers onto the right shin, and release the left leg down. From here, bring the right knee towards the right shoulder, opening up the hip. Take a couple cycles of breath here. And on your next exhale, bring the right knee back to the center. And then bring the interlace of your fingers onto the back of your head here. Inhale down. Then as you exhale, bring the left elbow to the right knee. Crunch. Inhale down. Release. Exhale. Left elbow to the right knee. Inhale down. Three more times. Exhale. Crunch. Inhale down. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Elbow to knee. And then inhale down. Beautiful. Extend the right leg up towards the sky. Lift the left leg to a hover above the mat. And then from here, bring all fingertips to stretch outside of the right thigh. And then we're going to pulse forward here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the shoulder blades down, the left leg down. Bring the interlace of your fingers onto the right hamstring and pull the right leg into the chest. Maybe flexing out the right ankle here and then pointing the toes, moving between both. we'll simply swap out legs here. So left knee to the chest, right leg down. Slowly bring the left knee towards the left shoulder, opening up the hip. Just 2 intentional cycles of breath here. And on your next exhale, left knee back to center. Bring the interlace of your fingers behind the head. Inhale. As you exhale, right knee to the right elbow to the left knee. Crunch. Beautiful. Inhale down. Exhale, crunch. Inhale down. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale down. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, release the interlace of the fingers. Extend the left leg up. Bring the right leg to a hover. All fingertips on the outside of the left thigh. Same thing this side. We're going to pulse forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You got this. And 1, and release. Bring interlace of the fingers behind the left hamstring. Pull the left leg in towards you. Take a moment here, just enjoying the stretch. Maybe flexing out the ankle and pointing the toes. Just a few times here. Really getting the stretch all the way into the bottom of the foot. Nice. And once more, extend both legs up towards the sky, both arms up towards the sky, and start bringing some movement into the joints here, into one direction, then the other. And then pull both knees into the chest, wrap your arms around your shins, give yourself a tight squeeze, maybe rocking from side to side. And then bring both hands onto the back of the knees, and we're gonna roll up and down a few times, rocking forward and back. And then once you're ready, we're gonna find our way into Navasana, boat pose. Beautiful, balancing on the glutes here, arms parallel to the earth, palms facing up, pointing out the toes. Long spine, open up the heart, look forward, engaging through the core. And then bring both arms onto the insides of the legs here, palms still facing up. Take a moment, extend through both legs, gaze the core, keep the long spine, and then flip your palms down. And then slowly release the fingertips to the earth. And as you exhale, slowly release both legs onto the ground. Beautiful, tall spine here. Inhale, point of the toes. And then as you exhale and flex the ankles, walk your fingertips forward and fold into the shape. Come back to your natural breath. Take a moment here. Back of the neck is long. One more inhale. One more exhale. As you next inhale, walk your fingertips towards you. And then walk your fingertips so that they frame out the left thigh here. We're going to point the left toes. And then from here, see if you can lift the left leg off of the floor. And then release it back down. Inhale here. As you exhale, lift. And inhale, release. 3 more times. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. Lift. And let go. Once more, lift. And let go. Walk your fingertips so that they frame out the left ankle. Fold onto the left thigh. Bringing length into the low back. Deep inhale. Exhale, find your deepest expression of the shape. And then inhale, walk your fingertips towards you. And onto the other side. So fingertips frame out the right thigh. This time, point out the toes. Inhale here. As you exhale, lift the right leg off the floor. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Down. And up. down. Just once more lift and let go. Walk your fingertips towards the right ankle. Fold onto the right leg. Take a moment here. And slowly walk your fingertips back towards you. Beautiful. From here, we're just going to cross out the ankles here. Roll onto the knees. And then walk your knees back into a tabletop position, Barmanasana. Wrists align under the shoulders. Knees align under the hips, tuck onto the toes, just for a few rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, drop the belly, thread the heart through, lift up the gaze. As you exhale, round through the back body. Chin towards your chest. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Once more, inhale. And exhale, round. As you inhale, come back through a neutral spine. Lift the knees to a hover above the floor, engaging through the quads, engaging through the core. And then from here, keep the right knee to a hover and see if you can extend the left leg back. Beautiful. Keep the shape for a moment. Nice. And then release the right knee down. Bring the left leg outwards and allow for the left foot to meet the floor aligned with the right knee. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale out. As you inhale, lift the shoulders over the hips, open up the arms to a T. And then as you exhale, right hand meets the earth and left arm just comes over the left ear. Really reaching the left fingertips towards the right, pulling them as far away from the left ankle as possible. As you next inhale, open up the heart towards the sky, lift up the gaze. And then as you exhale, walk the fingertips back towards tabletop position. Inhale, send the left leg back. And then exhale, release the left knee down. Beautiful. Inhale, open up the heart, lift up the gaze. As you exhale, round through the back body. Inhale, neutral spine, lift up the knees from the mat. And then as you exhale, send your hips back towards your heels. Beautiful. Inhale here. And then exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. First downward dog of practice. Feel free to move as you'd like. Maybe bending into one knee, bending into the other, shifting hips from side to side. But really pressing into both hands, releasing the weight of the head down. Keeping the length of the spine here. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale back out through your mouth. As you inhale, roll forward to plank pose. And then knees lifted or grounded. As you exhale, make your way down to the mat, bending through the elbows. Release everything down, point the toes. Inhale, baby cobra, look forward. Maybe lift up the hands from the mat for a second. And then as you exhale, release the heart down, ground into both knees, into both hands, and then press up, tabletop position. Same sequence, other side. So slowly bring the knees to a hover, keep the spine long. Keep the left knee to a hover and then kick the right leg back. Hold it here for 2 breaths. As you exhale, release the left knee down and then swing the right leg outwards. Release the right foot to the floor. Take a moment here. 1 full cycle of breath. Then use your inhale to lift your shoulders up above your hips. Extend your arms to the side. And then exhale and release the left hand to the floor. Right arm up towards the sky. And then to a hover above the right ear. Really reaching the right fingertips out. Creating length into the right rib cage here. Inhale, open the heart up towards the sky. Exhale, maybe bend a little deeper. Beautiful. Find the top of your inhale here, and then as you exhale, walk the hands back so that they're aligned under the shoulders. Inhale, kick the right leg back, and then release the right knee under the right hip. Taking onto the toes, lift the knees to a hover. Bring your hips back towards your heels, extending through the spine, and then hips up and back, extending through both legs. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Once again, maybe bringing movement into the shape here. And connecting back to your natural breath. Release the weight of the head. Beautiful. We're going to walk our fingertips back towards our feet. And then opening up the feet here just a little wider. Point out the toes to 45 degrees and then sink the hips down towards the heels, Malasana. Elbows on the insides of the knees, palms of the hands in front of the heart here. Take a moment, close your eyes. Engage through the glutes. Maybe grow the spine a little taller. And then release fingertips down. Lift your hips up towards the sky and heel to your feet back into hip width distance. Walk your fingertips forward into your downward dog. Just one full cycle of breath here. Inhale in. And as you exhale, tiptoe your feet towards the front of the mat, finding your forward fold, Uttanasana, releasing the upper body down, allowing for a generous bend into the knees. And then as you inhale, roll up the spine one vertebra at a time. And then once you come up, roll the shoulders back, palms of the hands are facing forward. Moment here. Maybe thinking of an intention you'd like to bring into your practice today. Something you would like to move through. Something you'd like to manifest. And then for a few rounds of modified sun A's, as you inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, back down. Bend into the knees, root to rise. Inhale, up. Then from here, come up onto your toes, lift up the heels. And then bend into the knees and slowly bring your hips all the way down onto your ankles. As you do so, reach your fingertips forward and then release your heels and your hips onto the earth. Navasana, both pose. Lifting of the legs, lifting of the arms, palms face up first. And then bring your arms on the insides of your legs. Palms face down, extend through both knees. Engage through the core. And then slowly release the fingertips and release the legs down. Just like we did before, but just once on each side. Frame out the left thigh here with all fingertips and then lift up the left leg from the earth. And release back down. Onto the right side, framing out the right thigh. Lift up and release. Come back into your boat pose. And then slowly, with or without the help of the hands, plant both feet and come up into your Uttanasana, forward fold as you inhale, halfway up. As you exhale down, plant into the hands, step back into your plank. Inhale here. Exhale all the way down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Lift up the heart. Then as you exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. One full cycle of breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up onto the toes. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Uttanasana here, and then inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale, root to rise, lift up, come up onto the toes, lift the heels, and then slowly bend into the knees and come all the way down. Fingertips reach forward, release heels and hips to the earth, Navasana, both pose. Take a moment here, and then bring your arms inside of your legs, palms of the hands facing down, extending through both knees. Hold it here. And then slowly release fingertips and release the legs down. Beautiful. Framing out the left thigh. Take a moment, lift up. And then exhale down. Onto the right leg. Lift up. And release. Back through your both pose. Inhale here. As you exhale, plant through both feet. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale down, plant through both hands, and then hop back through your chaturanga all the way down. Beautiful. Inhale through your back bend, maybe upward facing dog this time. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale here. Exhale, back out. Inhale, come up onto your toes. Then exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway up. Exhale, back down. Root to rise. Inhale. Just one more time. Lift up onto your toes. Bend through both knees and release the hips down onto the heels. Fingertips forward. Release heels and hips down. Navasana, both bows. Arms inside of the legs and then extend through both knees. Palms facing down. Releasing fingertips and then the legs. Frame out the left thigh. Lift up. Release down. Frame out the right. Lift up and let go. Navasana. And then as you exhale, plant through both feet and into your forward fold. Lift up the hips. Inhale halfway. Exhale, back down. Plant into the hands and hop back through your chaturanga halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open up the heart. Lift up the gaze. Engage through the glutes. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep inhale here through the nose. And then back out through the mouth. Beautiful. As you inhale here, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Three-legged downward facing dog. And then as you exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Release the left knee down here. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, upper body lifts. Exhale, drive the hips down and forward. Beautiful. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. And then as you exhale, twist towards the right. So left arm forward, right arm back. Bring your gaze onto the right thumb. Keep it here for a moment, using the strength of your core to twist a little deeper. And then option to stay here, option to reverse the twist. So releasing the right hand onto the back of the left thigh and then opening up the heart and lifting up the left arm. Beautiful. Come back into your twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. And then keeping the left fingertips pointing forward, bring the right arm forward as well, and then lean into the right thigh, engaging through the core. Bring your gaze down. Moving through those shapes here into a flow. So as you inhale, twist up, shoulders on top of hips, gaze towards the right hand. Exhale here. As you inhale, reverse. Open up the heart. Exhale into the shape. Inhale, come back to your twisted low lunge. Exhale here. And then inhale, reach and lean forward. Exhale. Once more like this. Inhale, twist. Exhale, drive the hips down. Inhale, reverse, open up the heart. Exhale here. Inhale, back into your twisted low lunge. Exhale, and then as you inhale, lean forward, reach forward. Exhale down. Beautiful. Release the fingertips to the earth. Take a moment here. Reground into the shape. And as you inhale, reach the fingertips up. Anjaneyasana. This time as you exhale, twist towards the left. So right arm forward, left arm back. And then from here, release the right hand onto the inside of the right foot. Left arm reaches up. And allow for the left foot to come off the right side of the mat. So left shin comes parallel to the front of the mat here. Beautiful. Look up, gaze up. Really getting into the opening of the hip here. And then we're going to revisit gate pose that we visited before, keeping the right toes pointing towards the top of the mat. So slowly, as you inhale, use the strength of your core and then lift up the shoulders over the hips, lengthen through the right leg. And then as you exhale, release left hand down and reach right arm up. And then overhead, open up the heart. Moving through these shapes just a couple of times. So as you inhale, use the strength of your core, lift up the shoulders, rebend through the right knee, exhale, right hand down, left arm up. Once more, inhale, engage through the core, lengthen through the right leg. Exhale, left hand lands, right arm up and overhead. And then inhale, lift up. And exhale, release right hand down. And then release the left hand down and then walk your fingertips towards the top left corner of the mat here. Really getting into that opening of the hips. And then slowly walk your fingertips back so that they frame out the right foot. Bring the left foot back aligned with the left knee here. Take a moment, square out the hips. Inhale, look forward, open heart. And then as you exhale, half splits. Lengthening through the right leg, shifting your hips back and peeling the right toes towards the sky. Take a moment, lengthen through the spine here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, fold forward. Just one inhale and exhale. Walk your fingertips so that they're aligned under the shoulders here. Inhale, long spine, point out the right toes, and then see if you can lift the right leg off of the floor. And exhale, back down. Untuck the left toes here. Shift the left foot outwards, and then walk your fingertips towards you. Engage through the core to land the hips on the inside of the left heel. So half hero's pose. Take a moment here. Breathe into it. If that's too much tension for the left knee, feel free to bring a block if you have one close under your hips to release that tension. If not, you could always just sit onto the left heel or simply bring the left foot around and bring it onto the inside of the right thigh. Whatever works for you, you can always modify, you can always add on. So meeting your breath here. And then slowly we're gonna all pivot the left foot inwards. And I'm gonna face you for a moment so it's more visible here. And then two options. You can either grab the left foot with your right hand, the left knee with your left, or you could bring the left foot into the inside of the right elbow, left knee into the inside of the left elbow, and interlace fingers here around the left leg. So wherever you are, we're just going to start rocking the leg from side to side, getting into the hip joint, opening it up. And then option to lean back, getting into core strength, maybe pointing out the right toes. And slowly come back up, shoulders align on top of your hips. Release the left leg and pivot the left heel back so that it's outside of the left hip. And then we're just going to go back to where we came from. So bending into the right knee, walk your fingertips forward, plant into the hands, and then step the right foot back into your plank pose. Inhale, press into the hands, and then as you exhale, chaturanga halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog, roll over the toes, hips up and back. Deep inhale here. Exhale, back out. Same sequence other side. As you inhale, left leg lifts up. As you exhale, left knee into the chest, step the left foot in between the hands, and release the right knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, upper body lifts. Exhale, keep the shape here, drive the hips down. Right hip slightly forward, left hip back. And then slowly on your next exhale, come into your twist, twisting towards the left, right arm forward, left arm back. Bring your gaze onto the left thumb. Then option to stay here, option to reverse, left arm to the back of the right thigh, right arm up, opening up the heart. And then slowly come back into your twist. Reach the left arm forward, lean forward, engage through the core. Just like we did before, we're going to move through these shapes just a couple times. So as you inhale, twisted lunge. Open up the left arm back. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse. Exhale here. Inhale, twist. Exhale. And then inhale, reach forward. Engage through the core and exhale. One more time. Inhale, open up. Then reverse. Come back into your twist. And reach forward. Ground the fingertips here. Ground into the shape. On your next inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Then this time we're going to twist towards the right, left arm forward, right arm back. And then land the left hand onto the inside of the left foot. Right arm lifts up towards the sky. Allow for the right foot to come off the left side of the mat this time. Right shin parallel to the top of the mat. Open up the heart, gaze up. Then same variation of gate pose as you next inhale, engage through the core and extend the left leg out. Left toes are pointing forward and then slowly release the right hand down and reach left arm up and overhead. Just 2 more times like this. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend into the left knee, left hand down, right arm up. Inhale, up. Exhale, right hand down. And then inhale, up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. And then slowly release the right hand down and then walk the fingertips this time towards the top right corner of the mat. Releasing the weight of the head, allowing for the hips to be heavy. And then walk your fingertips to frame out the left foot here. Turn the right toes back so that they're aligned with the right knee. And then shift your hips back into a half splits here. Lengthening through the left leg and peeling the left toes up towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, fold into the shape. Just one cycle of breath here. And then walk your fingertips so that they're aligned under the shoulders. Lengthen through the spine, point out the left toes, and then lift the left leg from the mat. And engaging through the left hip flexor through the core, and then release down. Untuck the right toes, shift your right foot outwards, and then walk your fingertips towards you and softly land the hips onto the inside of the right heel. Same option for variations here. Or you can just stay into this shape and take a moment to settle in. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaw, coming back to your natural breath. And then slowly pivot the right foot inwards. Same 2 options, just enveloping the right leg here, the right shin with both arms. Then interlacing fingers, maybe if it's available for you. Then just rocking the leg from side to side. Maybe leaning back, engaging through the core, pointing through the left toes. And then come back up. And slowly bring the right foot back so that it's on the outside of the right hip. Then walking your hands forward, bend into the left knee, and then step back into a plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale here. Exhale out. As you inhale, walk your fingertips towards your feet. Open them up just a little wider. And then toes to 45 degrees here. And then sink the hips down into your Malasana. Elbows on the insides of the knees, palms at heart center. Take a moment here, close your eyes. Option to stay here, option to play with crow pose. By sinking the hands into the mat, bring your knees onto your triceps. And then slowly leaning forward. Maybe lifting one foot, engaging through the core, maybe lifting the other. Then driving your heels towards your glutes. Really pressing the fingertips down into the mat for balance. And you can keep playing or you can come out of it back into your Malasana. Take a moment here, come back to your natural breath. And then on your next exhale, sink the fingertips down, hips up, and heel to the feet in, hip width distance. Walk your hands forward into downward facing dog. One full cycle of breath here. And as you inhale, come up onto the toes. As you exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, back down. As you inhale, come up, root to rise. And then exhale, palms meet at heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant into both hands, hop back, chaturanga, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale here. And exhale out. As you inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring the right knee into the chest and then step the right foot halfway up the mat. Lift the left leg up towards the sky. Option to stay here. Option to walk your fingertips towards the right foot, standing split. Or maybe to plant into the hands and then to bend the right knee. Maybe play with hopping towards handstand. Maybe you hold the balance, maybe you don't. Just playing with it. And if you're playing and you're holding, you can keep playing for as long as you'd like. Then slowly, when you're ready, come out of it. Plant the left foot down, back into three-legged downward facing dog. Inhale here. As you exhale, right knee into the chest, step the right foot in between the hands, and then lift up high crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, sink the hips down. Just one more cycle of breath in this shape. And then as you exhale, warrior two. Back foot spins flat, parallel to the back of the mat. Right hand forward, left hand back. Gaze onto the right middle finger. Inhale here. And make sure that the right knee points towards the top right corner of the mat. As you next inhale, reverse. Left hand onto the left thigh. Open up the heart. Then as you exhale, lean forward into your extended side angle. Releasing the right forearm onto the right thigh. And then twisting here. The heart up towards the sky. Left arm over the left ear. Option to stay here. Option to reach the right fingertips down onto the inside of the right ankle. Or option to stay here or to go for the bind by interlacing hands here just under the right thigh. Wherever you are, really twist the heart up towards the sky. Bring your gaze up. And then slowly, we're all going to come back into warrior two. Inhale. And then as you exhale, release the right hand onto the inside of the right foot, left hand down as well. And just like we did before, walk them towards the top left corner of the mat, sinking into the hips here. Walk your hands back to frame out the right foot. Turn on to the left toes here. Release the left knee down and then send your hips back, half splits. Inhale to straight back. Exhale, release down. One full cycle of breath. Then just like we did before, walk your fingertips towards you so that they're aligned under the shoulder. Extend through the arms. Point out the right toes and then lift the right leg off of the mat. And then release it down. Point out the left toes here. Open up the left foot so that your hips can land onto the inside of the left heel. And then I'll face you again. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to just stay in this shape for one full cycle of breath. And then we'll be working towards our 8 angle pose. So we're going to twist the left heel in. And then once again, you could just wrap your arms around the left leg and rock it from side to side. That's an option you can stay at. Otherwise, you could bring the left leg to hook onto your left tricep. And if you're here with me, you could press the left hand into the mat. Fingertips are pointing forward. And then press the right hand into the mat just outside of the right thigh. All toes are pointed forward. From here, you could press into the hands, maybe lift the hips up from the mat. Maybe lift the right leg up from the mat. And then you could hook the ankles together and then straighten through the legs as you bend through the elbows 90 degrees, just like chaturanga arms. And then look towards your feet. And then come back up out of it the same way that you came in and release the hips down. Option to do it like this. Option to bring blocks under the hands for a little bit more elevation. So same thing. Hooking the left knee onto the left tricep. Left toes are pointing forward. Could press the left hand into a block, right hand into a block as well. And then pressing into them, you lift the hips. Lift the right leg up. Hook the ankle, hook the toes, lengthening through both legs, and then bending through the elbows. And then come back up. Beautiful. And then we're just going to rock our leg here for 2 cycles of breath. And then pivot the left foot back onto the outside of the left hip. And we're going to make our way forward the same we did before. So walking your hands forward and then stepping the right foot back into a plank pose. Inhale here, press into the hand. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga. You could always keep the flows. Inhale through your back bend and meet us straight into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, back out. Take a moment, catch your breath. You could find child's pose here, maybe releasing the knees onto the mat, mat with distance, big toes together, hips onto the heels, and then releasing the forehead down onto the floor. Just gonna take a moment here, 5 cycles of breath, resetting the body before we move through our main sequence on the other side. And then we'll slowly wind things down. If you're into child's pose, use your inhale to lift you up into tabletop position. Tuck onto the toes and then send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So same thing, other side. As you inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Three-legged downward facing dog. As you exhale, bring the left knee to the chest. Step the left foot just halfway up the mat. And then kick the right leg up towards the sky. Either walking your fingertips towards the left foot for a standing split, or maybe planting into the hands and then playing with hopping off of the left leg into your handstand. One side is always better than the other. If you fall out of it, it's okay. Just keep playing. And always exploring the practice with curiosity. If you're into your balancing, you could always keep with it. Then whenever you feel ready for it, step the left foot back onto the mat, right foot at the back, and then back into your three-legged downward facing dog, lifting the left leg up towards the sky. As you next exhale, bring the left knee into the chest, step the left foot in between the hands, and then inhale, upper body lifts. High crescent lunge. Take a moment, catch your breath. Then inhale, reach through the fingertips. As you exhale, twisted lunge, right arm forward, left arm back, gaze onto the left thumb. Stay here. Then as you inhale, reverse. Exhale here. Inhale, twisted lunge. Exhale, hips down. And then inhale, reach the left arm forward, gazing through the core, lean forward, exhale here. Couple more times like this. Inhale, twisted lunge. Exhale out. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Inhale, twist. Exhale. Inhale, lean forward. And exhale here. One more time. Inhale. Reverse. Twist. And lean forward. This time as you inhale, high crescent lunge. Then as you exhale, warrior two, back foot spins flat. Left arm forward, right arm back. Opening up the left knee. On your next inhale, reverse, open up the heart. And then as you exhale, come back through warrior two, lean forward, extended side angle. Releasing left forearm onto the left thigh. Opening up the right arm so that it hovers over the right ear. Twist your heart up. Same options for variations, maybe reaching the fingertips down, maybe going for the bind. And if you've got the bind, make sure that your chest lifts up from the left thigh. Twisting the heart up. We're all going to make our way back into warrior two. So lift the shoulders up over the hips. And then as you exhale, left hand down, right hand down, reaching the fingertips for the top right corner of the mat. Sinking into the hips here, catching your breath for a moment. All right, walk your fingertips back to frame out the left foot. Turn onto the right toes, release the knee down, and then shift your hips back, half split. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, melt into it. One full cycle of breath here. And then walk your fingertips so that they're aligned under the shoulders. Straighten through your back, point out the left toes. Then lift the left leg off of the mat. Really engaging through the core. And then release the left foot down. Point out the right toes and then walk your fingertips so that you sit on the inside of the right heel. Straighten through your spine, reach the crown of the head up. Take a moment, big inhale. And exhale out. As you inhale, we're going to pivot the right foot inwards. Once again, option to just hug onto the right leg and then rock it from side to side, getting into the hip. Option to play with the arm balance. So to do so, just going to hook the right knee onto the right tricep. Gonna do that again. Okay, I'm gonna start from here. Yeah. Okay. And then pivot the right foot inwards. Option once again to just hug onto the right leg, interlacing fingers, maybe rocking from side to side, or to play with the arm balance. By doing so, you're going to hook the right knee onto the right tricep and then plant the right hand down, fingertips pointing forward. Left hand plants on the outside of the left thigh, and then maybe pressing into them, you're going to lift the hips up, maybe lift the left leg up, maybe hook here the ankles together, lengthening through both legs, and then bending the arms 90 degrees, looking towards the feet. If you're balancing on your arms, you can always come back up and make your way back to a seat the same way you came in. Beautiful. One more option to play here or to just enjoy the stretch for the hip. Or you can play as long as you'd like. One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We're going to pivot the right foot back so that it's outside of the right hip. Walk your hands forward and make your way into a plank pose. Option for a last vinyasa or option to simply send the hips back into downward facing dog. And this is where we'll meet for 3 cycles of breath together. So wherever you are in your cycle of breath, just exhale everything out, let it go. And together we inhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Once more. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you inhale, release the knees to the mat. Bring them together. Open up the feet here and then walk your fingertips towards you so that your hips land in between your heels. Press the feet down into the earth. Take a moment, lengthen through the spine. Round into the shape. Once again, option to put a block under the hips for more elevation, less tension into the knees. Or if it's available for you, option to land onto your forearms, opening up the heart, lengthening through the back of the neck. And maybe option to lay all the way down onto your back. For 3 cycles of breath. If you find yourself on your back, use your inhale to lift you up onto your forearms. Exhale here. Here onto your forearms. Lift up on your inhale onto your hands. Then exhale here. And then walk your hands back forward into a downward facing dog. Hips up and back. The moment here, catch your breath. One more burst of heat. And then we'll slow things way down. On your inhale, rise up onto your toes. And then on your exhale, we're going to make our way to Malasana at the top of the mat. So maybe floating there, maybe just stepping there, maybe holding your handstand. Choose your way forward. Slowly land. Hips down, hands at heart center. Deep inhale here. And exhale. Okay, from here, bring your fingertips to the mat. Lift up your hips just slightly. And bring your hands just behind your heels. So fingertips are still pointing forward. And then you're kind of hooking the knees onto both triceps. Sink your hips down. Let them be heavy onto your arms, pressing into both hands. And then maybe playing with lifting the feet from the mat. And then maybe going into your hamstring stretch, Titibasana, and lengthening through both legs. Just playing with it here, maybe holding it. And then slowly releasing the feet back down. Good job. Hips up. Find your forward fold. Big sigh out through the mouth. Inhale, come up onto your toes. Exhale, sink your hips down. Sink your heels down. And then release. Hips onto the earth. We're just going to open up the legs here to a straddle. Once again, inhale, tall spine. Fingertips are pressing down. And then as you exhale, walk your fingertips forward and release. Letting the body be completely passive. A state of letting go. As you inhale, walk your fingertips towards you. And then slowly bring the bottoms of the feet together. Slide your heels towards you for Baddha Konasana. So hooking onto the big toes with both these fingers here. Inhale, long spine. And then keep the long spine as you exhale and drive the chest forward. Once you've reached your full potential with the long spine, then release the upper body down. Maybe pressing the elbows onto the insides of the knees, releasing the neck. And here for 3 cycles of breath. As you inhale, roll up the spine. With the help of your hands, bring your knees together. Step the feet so that they're hip width distance. Plant your hands behind you. And just once for reverse tabletop. As you inhale, lift the hips up towards the sky. Engage through the glutes. Lengthening through the front side body. And then exhale, hips down. Beautiful. Shoulders back, align on top of your hips. Reach your fingertips forward, engage through the core, and then release one vertebrae at a time onto the mat. Release your shoulder blades down. Take a moment to land here. And then slide your heels closer to your glutes. Make sure you can graze the back of your ankles with your fingertips. And then plant your hands into the mat. And as you inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. Maybe interlacing fingers behind the low back. Maybe walking your shoulders in. Opening up the heart even more. And then pull your knees towards one another. 2 more inhales and exhales here. And then on your next exhale, slowly release one vertebrae at a time onto the mat. Pull both knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a tight squeeze. And then keep the right knee in, left leg long. And then coming into a twist, left hand onto the right knee. Right arm extends out. And then right leg over the body. As you bring the right knee close to the earth, pressing into it with the left hand. Make sure that both shoulder blades stay grounded into the mat and allow for your gaze to land towards the right. Inhale back through center. Switching sides here, left knee in, right leg out. Right hand onto the left knee and coming into your twist. Gaze towards the left. Inhale, unravel through center. Both knees into the chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze once again. And if there's any other shape that you would like to meet before the end of practice, I invite you to do so. And whenever you slowly make your way into Shavasana, final resting shape. Legs wide. Once again, your hips completely relaxed. Palms of the hands are facing up towards the sky. Relaxing your jaw. Removing your tongue from your palate. Relaxing every muscle of the face. And just like at the beginning of practice, take a moment and observe. Feel the touch of the space beneath you as your body becomes heavier and heavier. As you become more and more grounded into stillness, into yourself. Deep breath in and exhale out. Slowly bringing some movement back into the body. Maybe going for a full body stretch once again. Pulling the knees into the chest and then rolling out to the side of your choice. Using your bottom arm as a pillow. And then lightly making your way up into a seat. Keeping your eyes closed. Seating position of your choice, allowing for your hands to land wherever they want to land. And just like we did before, and as always, just closing out our practice together with 3 deep and intentional cycles of breath. So wherever you are in your cycle of breath, just exhale everything out, let it go. Together we inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Once more. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And release through your mouth. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both hands to meet at heart center. Anjali Mudra. Bow your chin down. Taking a moment to acknowledge the practice, to acknowledge its roots, to acknowledge yourself for showing up today onto your mat. Because more than anything, it's the showing up that counts. Thank you for being here, and namaste.